Would you like to infuse your room with a little whimsical flourish? Something that'll really sort of bring out your own personality? Well, our next guest has created a home furnishings business that does just that. In fact, her accessories can be seen popping up on all sorts of TV shows, including Friends, Suddenly Susan, and The Practice, to name just a few. Joining us now, designer Anita Rosenberg. How are you, darling?
Hey, how you doing?
So how did you get started doing this?
Well, I was originally directing films. I directed Assault of the Killer Bimbos and Modern Girls. And it was in between movie projects that just took a while. So I just started hand painting things and people started buying them and I thought, I can start a business and this could be exciting. And as an artist, it was really satisfying to make something, sell it, get some money, and continue.
You know, a lot of times artists paint on canvas and that sort of thing, and we have a lot of people on the show who are originally classical artists, but they found it very satisfying to have a three-dimensional object that was also useful.
Right.
Which is kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's great.
Now, you're going to take this innocent little nude candle here, and you're going to actually make it look beautiful by the time we're all done, right?
I hope so.
Okay. So how does this process work?
Well, in any craft store, you can get like these candle holders.
Right.
And I'm kind of known for what I do. It's a trio, so it's a tall, medium, and small sizes.
Well, that's what we teach all the time on the show. Everything in clusters.
In clusters. Good. So the first thing that I do on this is I'll do like a base coat. So I'm
now, what kind of paint is
green. It's
is it like craft paint?
It's a craft paint.
Okay.
It's there's a lot of different brands of craft paints.
Okay.
I really like paints that are already pre-mixed colors.
Right. Water base?
Yes, it's a water-based paint. Okay. So basically, what I'll do is I just kind of twirl it around and
we're twirling and we're twirling.
Yes, and kind of paint the whole thing up.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, as soon as that's done, the next thing that I do, we'll go to this one. This one has the blue and the green on it.
Okay.
And one of the effects that we sort of create in the studio is called wispy, which I'm hoping that you'll help me do. So I'll show you a little bit. It's a little bit of a white, and I put it on the brush and I kind of get it off a little.
Okay.
I think I have a little green on there. And then what I'll do is I've got too much on there.
Okay, so good idea to dab.
Yeah. And then I just sort of go and make it kind of sloppy.
Okay, let me try that.
See if you can try. I mean, you can...
What are we doing down here?
Yeah, and all over the whole, on the blue and the green. Sometimes I tend to do it a little too clumpy. What it does is it just gives it another texture and another layer, and it's kind of fun.
I'm doing good, huh?
You are, and you can go all different directions.
It gives it almost like you've sanded through a base coat of the white underneath.
Yeah. Well, what I try to do with the paint is give it an effect like as if you were sanding it or as if you were doing things with it.
That's easy.
With paint, yeah.
Cool. Okay, then what happens?
Well, so this one's got the wispy on it. So the next thing that I like to do, because it makes it sort of look antique-y and it'll match your antiques, is this is a stain.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the stain on it.
Oh, it's sort of like tea staining almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, you were doing really good before. I'm going to let you finish.
Okay.
Since I paint enough of these every day, I'm going to let you...
Now, because you are living in the film community out here in Los Angeles, there's a lot of celebrities who like your stuff, huh? Yeah,
actually, yesterday I was at the beauty shop and I got to meet Rachel Welch. She owns a trio of my candlesticks, so that was kind of...
all gossip.
That was neat. I'm a friend of George Clooney's. I haven't seen him in a while since he's become a big movie star, but he has one of my frames.
Oh, cool.
John Travolta has one of my art pieces.
More. Who else?
Tom Cruise got one of my pieces as a baby gift.
Go ahead.
Jennifer Love Hewitt got some candle holders recently.
Oh, go ahead.
And Jennifer Aniston has a ski frame that she got from a friend after she was skiing in Aspen. So those are just a few.
Neat.
I'm one of those people that's one step away from celebrities. That looks great.
Great.
That looks terrific.
Then what happens?
Okay, so next it sort of has more detail to it. What I did here is you can see the stain and the wispies, and then I added the silver and the copper.
Okay.
This is the tall candle, so the design's a little bit different.
Okay, so we're going to a little variation style now.
Right.
Okay.
And basically, so once you've had the wispies on, then you can put the metallics. The reason I don't put the metallics on soon is because I'm kind of sloppy, and the wispy stuff might end up getting on the metallics.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So this is called Crown Jewel. It's actually a copper paint.
Right. Any of your craft stores have all these really fabulous colors. And at first I sort of poo-pooed them. I thought, oh, you know, I'm an artist. I want to make sure I mix my own colors. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Life's too short.
No, well, they've got such great colors. And they look great. And you squeeze them out of the bottle, and it makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
So.
And, yeah, they store well.
All right.
Okay.
So you do that, and then you would paint on the inside. Okay. And then what I do is then it's the detail stuff you do next. Okay. So what I did here is I did these little black dots all around here. Okay. And then I would take a really teeny little brush.
Let's hold it this way. So we can see.
Okay. Oh, God, let me see if I can even do this. All right. And then you make a little swirl.
Oh, isn't that cute?
And let's see.
And we're swirling, and we're swirling.
Swirl here. You want to try one?
Yeah, I do.
All right, good. So start in the middle, and then the swirls are just such a popular motif because they're sort of guys and girls can go for them, as opposed to a lot of things I do have roses and female stuff on it. Neat. Okay, now, this is my favorite thing, are these paint markers.
Oh, yeah, those are fun to work with.
From my graffiti days in New York City. And they're really great. They're paint. And this is where I will do detail. Actually, what am I doing? So, like dots on here.
Okay.
And then you could do dashes along this end.
Very cool. Oh, that's pretty against the copper, isn't it?
And then you get paint all over your hand.
Well, that's, you know what, if you...
Okay.
This is not a clean sport.
Okay. Actually, I'm being neater than I normally am. So that's what I do with that. So then finally, this is what you have as an end product with all the detail. It has the gold swirls, it has the dots on it, it has those things. And last, you got to protect it. So you just get a clear gloss.
Just a polyurethane?
No, I don't use polyurethane. This is just a clear, it's a water-based gloss you get at the hardware store that they use on floors.
It's sort of like putting a stone in water, isn't it? It just comes alive.
Yeah, and it actually makes it brighter and it protects it.
Cool.
Which is really important.
Let's take a look at these. Here we see a whole cluster.
And that's it finished.
There you are. Aren't they great looking? They're so whimsical and fun. Let's bring them over here and take a look at some of the other. Now, was all the furniture here all raw wood that you painted?
Yes, it was.
Very cool. This is a tray. And where do you get your forms?
Actually, this was originally a design from Pottery Barn that I liked, and I had a woodworker make it. I like the size and I like the dimensions, so I'll find things that I already like, or I see something, or find something at a flea market or swap meet, and then I'll have a woodworker make it for me.
That's great. Look at this whole wonderful collection. Here's some more of the candlesticks, which are so pretty.
Yeah, I really like the big chunkies. These are really fun, too, because they fit 3 sizes of candle holders inside.
Gee, they look like porcelain, you know? It's really neat. This table's great, too. It's amazing what you can do with a surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the stuff over here. Look at these candlesticks.
These are ceramic,
great.
yeah, and they're waterproof inside, so that's kind of a new thing for me this season. And then we did some wall art in the studio.
Very pretty.
And lamps.
And lamps. Isn't this fun? Well, Anita, thank you so much.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun.
Good.
This was good.
She's so cute, isn't she? Okay, up next, you're going to think you've died and gone to tchotchke heaven. Now, doesn't that sound like fun? Well, not the dying part, but the tchotchke stuff. Well, just wait till you see. Now, you can relax, and we'll be right back. Let's take a look at some of this stuff.